Hello everyone. Today we will discuss AWS CodeCommit, source control on AWS. In this lecture, we will cover AWS CodeCommit overview, core features, setup and authentication, repository management, branching strategy, pull requests and code reviews, triggers and notifications, CICD integration, security and IAM access control, and migration from GitHub. AWS CodeCommit overview. AWS CodeCommit is a fully managed source control service that hosts secure Git repositories. It eliminates the need to manage your own source control infrastructure and integrates natively with AWS IAM for fine-grained access control. It is part of the AWS Developer Tools suite and integrates with CodePipeline, CodeBuild, and CodeDeploy to enable a complete CI/CD pipeline within AWS. CodeCommit provides private, secure, and scalable repositories with no size limits. What is AWS CodeCommit? CodeCommit is a standard Git-compatible service that works with any Git client, IDE plugin, or CI tool. It supports commits, branches, tags, and pull requests. Repositories are encrypted at rest using AWS KMS and in transit using HTTPS or SSH. It also integrates with CloudWatch events to track repository activity. The service scales automatically and requires no maintenance. Setup and authentication. CodeCommit supports 3 authentication methods. The first is HTTPS using IAM Git credentials, which involves a username and password. The second is SSH using a key pair uploaded to IAM. The third is Git Remote CodeCommit, which is the recommended approach. It uses AWS CLI credentials directly and works with IAM roles, SSO, and temporary credentials. This method avoids separate credential management and integrates with AWS CLI profiles. Creating and managing repositories. Repositories can be created using the AWS console, AWS CLI, or infrastructure as code tools such as Terraform or CloudFormation. Repository names must be unique within an AWS account and region. You can add descriptions, tags for cost allocation, and notification rules during creation. There are no storage limits, and the default branch can be configured. Branching strategy. A consistent branching strategy is important for collaboration. The Git flow model is commonly used. The main branch contains production-ready code. The develop branch is used for integration. Feature branches are created for individual tasks. Release branches are used for preparing deployments, and hotfix branches handle urgent production fixes. Branch protection is enforced using IAM policies, allowing you to restrict direct pushes to important branches. Pull requests and code reviews. CodeCommit provides a built-in pull request system. Developers can create pull requests from feature branches to target branches. It supports inline comments on code differences and approval rule templates. Teams can require a specific number of approvals before merging. Notifications for pull request activity are sent through SNS or AWS chatbot, and all activity is tracked in CloudWatch. Triggers and notifications. CodeCommit includes repository triggers and notification rules. Triggers respond to push events and can invoke AWS Lambda or SNS. Notification rules handle events such as pull request creation, merges, and comments. These notifications can be delivered to communication tools like Slack or Teams through AWS Chatbot. Filters can be applied based on branch or event type. CI/CD integration with AWS Developer Tools. CodeCommit integrates directly with CodePipeline as a source stage. When code is pushed to a branch, CodePipeline detects the change and starts the pipeline automatically. CodeBuild runs tests and builds artifacts, which are stored in Amazon S3. CodeDeploy manages deployments to services such as EC2, Lambda, or ECS. A manual approval stage can be added before production deployment. This setup enables a complete CI/CD pipeline entirely within AWS. Security and IAM access control. All access to CodeCommit is controlled through IAM policies. AWS provides managed policies such as read-only, power user, and full access. Branch protection can be implemented using IAM conditions to restrict actions like pushing or deleting branches. All data is encrypted at rest using AWS KMS, and in transit using TLS. CodeCommit repositories are always private, and all API activity is logged in CloudTrail for auditing. Migrating from GitHub to CodeCommit. Migration from GitHub to CodeCommit does not require code changes. The process involves creating a mirror clone of the existing repository to preserve history, branches, and tags. Then, a new CodeCommit repository is created, and the mirror is pushed to it. After that, remote URLs in local repositories and CICD pipelines are updated. The migration process is simple and typically completes quickly. AWS CodeCommit is a fully managed Git service that enables secure, scalable, and integrated source control within AWS, supporting modern development workflows and CI/CD pipelines. Thank you for watching.